Morning, folks. We are here at the historic Fort Herkimer Church. A lot of things going on. Nice, beautiful morning. 28 degrees. Sun's out. And some jokes are going to fly. So in our last episode, we hiked the gazebo, and we're going to continue on from here. I want to get to Lock 18. According to that sign, it's 2 miles. I don't know how much further I'm going to push past it. There's a little bit of a road walk and a highway walk. Well, when I say road walk and highway walk, it's pretty much alongside it. So now, the jokes aside, well, right now, look at how beautiful it is. Not a cloud in the sky down here in Herkimer. And as I said yesterday, I'm down here. Wasn't going to because up north, Lake Ontario's cranking it out. So I did make a good decision, I guess, coming down here because the weather forecast is looking gloomy. But sure enough, I took the chance and it paid off. So stay down here overnight and right at it early this morning. All right, let's get hiking, shall we? And by the way, everything around here is usually open dusk to dawn. Or dawn to dusk. So, you know, as it says. And obviously it's dawn, so. As soon as you walk through the little threshold, you get this nice greeted sign. Lock 18, take a right, 1.9 miles. Herkimer, take a left, 2.1 miles. I'm guessing this is where the fort was. I'm not sure yet. I don't remember that being there yesterday. I was probably too focused on the things hanging out of the trees over there somewhere. So today's push is to get to Lock 18. Because it looks like another good chunk of long section with no parking spaces coming up. And I'm going to need all my energy to go from 18 to the next town. So eastbound train just in. The only train we might hear is an Amtrak train. I checked the Fairport rail cam before I came out. Of course, every time I come out, there's no heritage units anywhere. Because, you know, I'll stick around and film those. But, yeah, when I've been the last couple weeks I come out here, there's nothing. That just puts more effort into the trail, more time. So, yeah, headphone users be advised. Highway noise coming up shortly. I did see somewhere when I was looking this next section of trail. At some point, it's a rail trail. It looked like, and I say that I wonder if it's connected to last episode where I'm just trying to figure out what that berm was above the highway. Route 5 there that went into Mohawk. Oh wow, the view opens up here. The noise ain't so great, but the view pays off. So the highway over there is Interstate 90. That's the only thing that's around right at the moment. And we're going to keep crossing under a highway. It's going to be Interstate 90. Alright, I gotta zoom the camera out. You know how early in the morning it is. Not only that the sun ain't up yet. I thought that was a cow over there. I'm like, oh, look at this field. Oh, he's got cows in this field. There's one over there. See that cow? Must be an Angus. Oh. Because from my perspective, it is a farm field. Yeah, there wasn't much going on at this point. I mean, just walked by a field and there's another one coming up here shortly, so. Got a little bit of marsh coming up. Maybe not. I don't know what's going on over there. Some kind of property boundary marker. What's left of the snow down here anyway. Shows the example how cold it is. Well, that's an interesting shot. No, not visible. Either way, nice little place right here. That does not sound like a CSX horn, but it could be the cold warping sound waves because it is that cold out. I mean, the canal started freezing again. Today's supposed to get like almost 40 degrees. You think it'd see the train from here? No. My goodness, it's loud enough. Last episode we didn't see or hear any trains, but yeah, you can hear them now. I can't tell if it's manifest, intermodal. From the sounds of the engine horn, could be a possible ethanol train. And that's probably why I can't see it, because they're all black tank cars. Such a beautiful day. I wish it was warmer. You can see, this is all frost you're seeing. Frost, frozen. Yeah. It's a little nipply out. No, let's keep walking. Oh, I didn't see that until just now. I'll zoom into that now. Here's where we are on the canal itself. To further prove it's cold out. That's what frost looks like, everybody. Those that don't get frost, there you go. It's a pleasant experience. Yeah, that's the lock right there. Oh, no, that's a freight train. What are you talking about? What's that in the sun? There must be private crossings because they don't do the random horn blow like they usually do. There's blow once, it sounds like people waving, hey, rail fan. See, just one blow and it's done. It's not the standard greeting for a road crossing. Strange noises come from the woods. Squilling flanges. Well, I'm gonna go silent mode and I'm just gonna leave the camera rolling and, well, no, let's not do that yet. Give me a minute. If it wasn't for this highway, we'd have some nice freight train engine pulling hard noises right now, but all you hear is trucks and cars. Something that looks like it might be a right-of-way right here. I know a little further up there's a farmer's field, and the trail goes right through the middle of the field, which I found baffling. Seen it on Street View. The trail's right through the middle of the farming field. And I know at some point this becomes part of a rail trail from an old rail line coming up to the next town, which its name escapes me and I don't feel like it's important enough for me to go looking for it. So I have to dig everything out of my pockets to find the phone and try to get a signal, and then it's just not the hassle. We'll know the time when we get there. But I feel like I should go a little bit past Lock 18, maybe to that specific field, and then it won't be such a long hike back. Knock some of it now. Oh wow, I looked behind me and that was a mistake. Actually no, why is it a mistake? It's beautiful. That's what you're out here for. Yeah, what I thought was another train coming was just reverb on the other one. And I thought there was another one coming up line. Well, we'll B-roll for a minute. Amtrak's gonna make an appearance. Westbound. And that right of way is still right there, so that looks like could be a railroad right of way, an old abandoned railroad right of way. The signs up here are confusing me. See, there's that reverb again, so it is reverb from a train. Sounds like another one coming up behind. What is going on up here? Okay, oh, where's the car on the trail? Oh. So I know with this area at some point there's, how do you explain it? Two trails, because you got the Erie Canal Historic Trail and you got the Empire State Trail. I wonder if that's what's happening up here. I don't know. The signs are confusing me. Oh, okay. Lock E18 driveway. Stop. Oh my god, Little Falls. Yeah, Little Falls is the town coming up. Alright, so this is a driveway because sorry. Well, you know, you just Google it, look up Empire State Trail near Little Falls, and it shows you two different trails. I'll show you the names of those trails here shortly as I talk through the beautiful scenery I'm trying to show you. So the confusing part on this trail system, and the sunlight right in my eyes, is the Erie Canalway Trail and Empire State Trail are different trails. So we are almost 4 miles from Herkimer, a little further to go this way. But if you're going this way, Little Falls is 4.5 miles. I could probably knock a mile or two out of that right now. Seems I'm almost at the Lock 18. So I know I went almost 2 miles, so I got a little more left in you. Again, if it wasn't for highway noise. Yeah, we are supposed to get some weather in the afternoon, so those are clouds rolling in right now. I was looking for a seat. Oh! Lock 18. It's a pretty busy place right now. But there's something about to happen, so I'm just going to hang out here for a minute, as you can hear. Something whining. lot more. I have to get more shots of Lock 18 on the way back, but it's pretty busy here. But it looks like it might be a parking lot. It's got restroom facilities. Yeah, we'll have to shoot it, not in sunlight, aiming right in my face. I'll get it on the way back. Maybe some of these cars will be gone. Yeah, we'll have to get some video on the way back when the sun's up a little more. That darn sunlight beaming me in the eyes again. My forecast said it was going to be cloudy today, like it was yesterday, but clearly not. But it is what it is. So the train blowing gets torn down here leads me to believe there might be access to this island. At one point it looked like there was, but the Google Street vehicle didn't go up that road all the way to find out if there was access to this island or not. There was at one point, but it looked like it was barricaded off. So I'll have to look more into that. Because he's blowing his horn something over here, so. And that's about where the road would be. Oh, I touched it. I touched it. This is still perplexing. This still looks like a right-of-way. A railroad right-of-way coming through here. Again, I can't really check until I get home on the computer and get online. It was at one point, it looks like it was a right-of-way. Turned into a four-wheeler trail. Yep, good example of it coming up here, because here it is. It crosses the trail in a straight line to the other side. And this is where we start a little bit of the road, walk along the road here. So again, why didn't the trail just take this right away? Why does it route us up this way? Looks like it one day it used to be a railroad right away through here. Came straight through and went that way. And slight curve. See, it's the same, grade's the same level, slight curves. And when we get to this farmer's field, you'll see what I'm talking about, because it looked like it divided the farmer's field at one point, it looks like. And that's what the trail's on. So why would it? I don't know, it's remaining to be seen. But right now there won't be much to see because we're gonna be right up next to the road again. Yay, road. Our favorite road's back, 5S. Yeah, remember that road? Okay, now I've just proven theories. Look at this. So for sure it was a railroad. Because who would do that for four-wheeler trail? That's an old stone bridge. Of course, it's right in somebody's backyard. So that confirms that at one point there was a railroad through here. So we're probably part of the. Whoops! I didn't zoom out. Sorry. So that confirms it. I just further confirmed it. So along the road, I could come by a dead-end street here. Here, look for the creek in the trail there. The bend. There's a dead-end street. So there's like a berm in front of some residences over here. Look at this. Here's further proof. New York 212. Don't that look like a milepost? A railroad to use. So for sure, don't know what railroad yet, but one definitely went through here. That's a railroad milepost, and as I said, the residences in the dead-end road. Shortly after you take that S curve and see, shortly after the stonework, tracks go off slightly to the left, and right in front of those white house, you can actually see. It comes up an embankment, like there's something important there for it to come up an embankment to the house and then come back down on a slight grade. And then shortly after that is the milepost. So that further proves we are now walking on an abandoned railroad right away on the Erie Canal Trail. And that further proves it too. I showed you this on the Black River Trail in Watertown. The old stone, concrete, what used to be a fence. So now that we're walking along the historic Erie Canal Trail, we are also walking on a railroad right away. Yay! Glad I kept the mileposts in. I wonder how many more you're gonna see along the way. And I see the farm up here, so I think the farm field's coming up that I'm gonna turn around at anyway. Two disturbing things in the shot. First one. There's cows ahead. Great. What the? Where do you work? On a high farm? I say many times, I come out here to escape work, not walk into it again. It's just a different location. Cows are always going to be cows, right? It don't matter if they're in that field or 100 miles away. Oh, now it's coming up. Welcome to the Erie Canal Trail. Cow crossing. I really hope the cows are not using this bridge to cross. like how they needed to spend the money to put these nice signs up and a padded driveway for what? Like, what is this sign telling us? What's the purpose of that sign? What's over there? And how often is this going to be used? That needs a sign to pretty much tell you there's a pedestrian crossing here. And that's it. That's the field that the sign's protecting. It's like this is a... Oh, yeah. I guess you could call this a railroad. We are on one. It's abandoned, but we are on one. So, it's just like a road crossing sign, I guess. Because I don't know why they would spend a couple $100 just for a sign to put there. And then notice westbound, where the trail crosses major roads, they would normally paint lines and stripes across the road, but nope. They spend it all on signs for a farmer's field. Yeah. And this up here is where I figured out it might be an old right of way, because it's crossing this field up here like a railroad crossing would. So why I run this down the middle of a field, as I was saying earlier. It's just like an old railroad crossing. Let's play train, shall we? Alright, let's play railroad crossing, everybody. Look at the imaginary signs in this one area. I still love the fact of the metal signs for the farmer. It's, like he doesn't know this is here and that this is a trail. He got his own paved entrances up to it. Blow the horn. Coming through. There's just some menagerie signs out in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna go a little further. I do see that what looks like it might be coming up to a road a little ways up. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Remember, I gotta walk back. This is the destination I wanted to at least get to, but I'm still feeling meh. A little more. The further I could get out this trip, and the less I have to do on the next. Especially when it's 5 miles, just about. Now, if that doesn't look like an old railroad tie, I have no idea what does. I'm debating right now if I should go up to that road or turn around to the bridge here. I kind of want to keep going, but that is quite a distance away. We'll see. Either way, we're going to get ready to wrap it up here and start heading back. Don't want to overdo it. Actually, Actually, you know what? I'll use this as my mark. See, now this bridge has got a name, Carver's Creek Bridge. So why does this bridge get a name and none of the other ones do? Oh, this is something somebody made up themselves. I see. And just like that, it's warm enough where our frost is turned to water. Is that what I think it is? That can't be original. No way, it is. These are railroad bridge viaducts. Yeah, pillars, whatever they're called. We'll take a look at those. Stumbling into history. Yep, for sure. Is that part of the bridge itself? The old railroad bridge? Or it's gotta be. Dang. It's hard to believe railroad used to come through here. I mean, those look to the date, so. Do they plan on double tracking this at one point? Well, I gotta find out what railroad it is now that we've confirmed a railroad actually came through here. Because I know at some point it says it did, but. Come on, C6, that's your cue to get your trains into the action. Railroad? Wah, wah. Oh, I think I hear a train actually. I don't know, I can't tell if that's the original bridge or not. Kinda looks like it is. I'm not seeing any dates. Jeez, wish I had dates on it. And this would be a great spot for an information thing saying such and such railroad used to come through. Alright. Enough foaming at old infrastructure. I'll get as far as I can down this trail and yeah, we'll call it. Because I'm not, that's still another, well, let's get off this abandoned railroad, please. There's your Amtrak train you're talking about so long ago. Yeah, that road is at least still a mile away, so that will be pushing it. I was kind of hoping to see another railroad mile marker along the way. I'll turn around there if I do. Oh, I can hear the ghost from the past. Little girl head sticking out of the ground. Ghost trains in the background. I was just gonna say there's train horns blowing through the air just like Powerball numbers. And I know you're not gonna see the train anywhere over there because the canal's still over there somewhere. Remember, we were following that at one point. Those Canada birds are getting loud. Let's ignore it. didn't mention this is an abandoned right away, right? Oh, I can see it from here. What the hell? Where'd the canal go? Oh, distance warnings. Oh yeah, now they all turned. There they are. Let's see, now they all turned it turned another color than white. Now I can't see them. Oh, the train, we're still wailing out there. That Amtrak train stopped over there. Maybe at a signal. I found my spot. I'm gonna turn around that. I just don't want to push too hard. I was hoping it was gonna be an old milepost. What is that? Concrete. So I'll leave my trademark, I guess. Trademark. So at this fallen tree, I will place my newly acquired thing and know where we start next time. Maybe it'll still be here. Maybe it won't. I just want to stick it there. There you go. So that's what we're looking for when we come back. That's where I turned around. I'll grab it on the way back. So this will end this section for now. Making our way to Little Falls, New York. I got another 4+ mile hike back to the car, which is why I'm turning around now. So hope you enjoy this video. Now we're on the part of an abandoned railroad right away. So yeah, we'll start in Little Falls next time. And hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Things may get interesting from here. Just to see how much old infrastructure still left on the old abandoned railroad right away. That Amtrak train's still over there. I got the bike out of the basement, so to be honest, this trail really, as much as they say distances, I'm finding more and more little parking pull-offs that you've seen on this video, which is why, you know, it's an informative video, kinda. If you want to look at it that way, I'll tell you, okay, it looks like it might be a parking spot, but I don't recommend it because it's not posted on the maps. But it's there, here you are, you see it. How many times has that happened? Oh, I could have parked there if I'd known I could. So, what was I going with that? Oh, with the bike. So, yeah, it's a bike trail, but I really didn't need a bike. Like, hike 4 miles in and walk back to the car, and then park in the same, and bike to the turnaround point. But I haven't really had to do that on this trail. And that's why I bought the bike, is some of these long trails, like in the Adirondacks, are long. So if I'm gonna hike 4 miles and walk back, I could just bike up to that point and walk it, because you can't really see much from the bike. So yeah, I could zip through the trail real quick. But what am I missing over here? What I've seen the mile marker. Some of the stuff I'm seeing on the way back walking. So that's the only real reason the bike's got anyways, to get you to the longer trails. You knock good 3-4 miles out. You moving over there, buddy, or you good? Oh, Canadian birds again. I warned you. Didn't I say something about that? Oh, it's Canadian birds. Canada birds, I'm sorry. I mispronounced, I got distracted. Don't know how and why I got distracted, but whatever. I'll say it before and I'll say it again. Every time except yesterday from Mohawk to that park. There was no train horns, but they're out today, frolicking in the forest. And every episode there's a train, seems like. Well, see, now I don't know, because this looks like a right away through here. This definitely looks like an old railroad right away too. That's trail follows. But then what's this down here? This is the crosses down here showing you a lot. There's the one with the stonework for the creek, the stone bridge. So is there two in the area? You got that, what looks like a right away over there. And you got this one down here, and this is the one with the stone bridge. Huh. Again, let's check it out. I'll check it out, do some research on it. It's outside of Little Falls in New York. And here's this one. Yeah. Huh. So it's like a right away, maybe Clinton's original ditch. I don't know. I'll see what shall you in a minute on B-roll here, which I'm doing now. And you got this that came across here. This is where I thought the railroad was. But then what's that right away up there? There's a marker for something. This is the one with the stone bridge on it over the creek. Huh. It goes right this way. Interesting. For sure. So were there two different railroads in here? Or what was this line and what was the other line if it was another rail line? I don't know. This is also the same railroad bed. This culvert pipe. So, oh yeah, look at that. I saw the big one, but what's with the smaller ones? They've been there a long time. How do you think those ones are? So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the right way. That's the same right away we were talking about with the stone bridge too, now that we know there's a stone bridge up there. But where it goes from here is it goes, and right here you lose sight of it again, at Lock 18. So the road to Lock 18, is that what the right of way would be? Because all this up ahead of it, where it would be, is swampland. So that's what's baffling me at the current moment. Lock 18, Erie Canal, Barge Canal, whatever canal it's called. Let's see, here's the right of way right here. You kind of see where it's what the tracks and ballast would have been. It goes right up to there. But then once you get over here, it's like where to go, because it just peters out. I wonder if it was actually finished, to be honest. Let's see what's on the other side of this outhouse. There's something there. That's barricaded off down there. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we could check that out. Mohawk River, I think, was on the back side of this island. And the canal's right here. I wonder if those used to be. Again, it's barricaded off, so. Yeah, it's a neat any way to look at it, so. I do have a question that I don't have an answer to, obviously. Is the public allowed to cross these gates? Because on the other side, it's wildlife management area, and the only way to get over there is to cross the gate. I'm guessing probably not, but there's... I don't know, I just figured, you know, somebody might know. I'm not getting tempted or anything, but... Because I know you can cross locks. Some places, I think lock 21, was it 20 or 21, the canal trail actually goes over the lock, but not the gates itself. It seems funny that why advertise that there's a wildlife management area over there, but you can't get to it. So I don't know, it's just something I'm not sure of. And yeah, the railroad, the old abandoned railroad, does follow the canal road, so because it comes right out behind that outhouse, and then there's nothing but a swamp on the other side, so there's no other way except to follow the canal road. And this is why I was thinking about Clinton's Ditch. Was this the original Clinton's Ditch over here? Because this is like a, looks like it could have been a canal project at one point. I thought I did see an old rail tie down here somewhere too. I'm not sure. I don't think that is. I'll find it if I find it. So I'm thinking this might have been at one point the first canal dug, and then they dug the bigger one. Yeah, I want to say this is the original canal because it's got the stonework, or kinda, on the other side there. So it leads me to more believe that this used to be a canal too. The original Clinton's Ditch. Huh, I could be wrong. I'm always wrong, so take my words with a grain of salt. There's always could be's and possibly, and they turn out to be absolutely nope. Wrong again. Who knew this? Could have been an old rail line through here. So then how do they get to the canal to work the canal lock? If this was a rail line. Well, again, you don't know unless you're out looking. So see, we're still following this, what looks like the original Still see some of the stonework over on the other side. So right here is where the marshlands come right up to the berm for the canal. So I'm wondering if the Clinton's ditch would have came out of here. And it was actually part of this canal. This is where all that marsh and water is. And after this point, it's no longer a marsh area. So, I don't know. Oh, that fence got wrecked. Yeah, see the marshlands right here? So I wonder if this is where it came out. It came out and the canal would have kept going this way. Because now you got hillsides and no more marsh right here at this convenient spot where it would have straightened up with the canal. Huh. Home sweet home. Didn't get as bad as it thought. Probably about an inch of snow. As I said when I went down to Utica yesterday and today, it was snowing up here because of lake enhancement, but I'll take it. They weren't sure if we're going to get a trace or 6 inches, but got about an inch here, which I was surprised down there in Utica when the sun was shining, because up here it wasn't. Isn't.